Hey guys, welcome to another yummy recipe. I'll be showing you how to make this delicious milky chinchin for your festive periods or just to have at home. Very easy to put together. Let's get right into the video, shall we? Into a bowl, we'll be sifting in about 16 cups of flour, which is approximately 2000 grams. Sifting the flour makes it airy and also takes out any debris or dirt from the flour. If you're looking for a detailed and easy recipe, then this is a go-to recipe for you for your milky chinchin. This is an authentic milky chinchin recipe. After sifting, we're going to be adding in some sugar, about 2 cups of sugar. I'll be leaving the list of items in the description box, so do check it out. Then next is the powdered milk. We'll go in with some salt, some baking powder and nutmeg. We're going to be mixing the dry ingredients together before adding in the wet ingredients. Give this a very good mix, then we'll go in with some butter. You can use butter or margarine for this chinchin recipe. We'll be using about 300 grams of butter. I forgot to add, this is a no egg chinchin recipe. You do not need eggs to make this one, and the result is really amazing. Make sure to mix the butter in until it's crumbly. You do not need large chunks of butter into the dough because it's going to give you a result that you do not like. At this point, just take your time and mix it in properly. When it's properly mixed, you're going to get a crumb-like texture just like this. Then you set it aside and get ready to mix the wet ingredients. Into a bowl or a cup, add in about 2 cups of evaporated milk. You can use full cream milk or whole milk, but I love evaporated milk because I love the taste it gives the chin chin. Add in some vanilla flavor and some water. Make a well into the flour mixture and add in the liquid ingredients. And this is where the main work is, the kneading. You're going to add in the liquid ingredients and you're going to start mixing it carefully. Milky Chinchin is one of my go-to recipes for chinchin. It's very easy to put together and it's really so tasty. When it starts to come together just like so, we're going to add in about a cup of water in bits. Go ahead to mix this until you have a soft dough. If you have a mixer, you can opt for it because it makes everything easier and faster. When it comes together like this, then you know your dough is formed. We're going to cover this for about 15 to 20 minutes for the gluten to settle. After about 15 minutes, our dough is ready. It's softer to touch now and it's easier to work with. We're going to transfer this to our work surface and divide it into about 4 equal parts. We're going to roll each dough one after the other. First off, we're going to sprinkle on some flour on our worktop and sprinkle on some flour on the dough as well. Then we start rolling. You can roll it as flat as you like, or if you want it thicker or thinner, depending on what you like or how you like your chin chin. Either way, it's going to turn out amazing. So we are done rolling and we're going to take out the rough edges because I like to have square chin chin. You can actually do any shape or size of choice, but this is just the way I like doing mine. So at this point, we're just going to be cutting out some strips horizontally and vertically to get the squares for the chin chin shape. You can use a pizza cutter just like this, or you can use your knife. My pizza cutter was acting up, but at the end of the day, it still gave me what it was supposed to give. At this point, heat up some oil in a pan for frying the chin chin so that as soon as you're done, you start frying. This recipe comes together very quickly and it's so easy because you do not need to make chin chin and it starts getting stuck. So you can see how it comes out very easily. It doesn't gum together, you know what I mean. Make sure to fry the chin chin on medium heat so that it cooks perfectly and evenly. Stir it intermittently for that even gold color. Once it's golden brown like so, take it out of the oil onto a paper towel because when it gets too dark, it's going to get even darker after a while. So it's better to take it out when it's just a bit brown, just like this. And if you're not yet subscribed to this channel, please do subscribe, like, and leave a comment in the comment section. So many more yummy recipes coming your way. Let it cool down and it's ready to serve. Trust me, this is one of the best milky chinchin on the internet. You will really enjoy it. Let me know what you think about this recipe if you'll be giving this a try. Thank you so much for watching and see you in my next video.